Inside the gate. Inside. 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 Come on, Bill. Get on there, Audrey.
Becky.
Yes, this
Come here. Becky.
Come on,
Come here.
Oh, I've already been out there one. Yeah. Never normally runs away.
Someone threw out the idea, how about dog walking? And I was like, yeah, he loves dogs. And that's the first time it ever even occurred to me. Never even thought about that. And the thing with the path plan is that it made me think about hopes and dreams for him. You know, I'd never really sort of gone down that track. And
Keep going.
he's self-taught on YouTube. He's taught himself at all the different dogs. He would know every single type of dog there is. One of the friends came up with the idea of leader of the pack, and it was the name that actually sort of cemented it, and it was such a good name, so I'm really thankful to her for that. We set up a circle of friends around the business. That was the big thing, because I thought, I just can't, where do I start? I don't know how to do this on my own. But with Imagine Better saying, you know, about the circle of friends and Tony's support, that's how it happened, really. Quite disabled. He's very hearing impaired, severely hearing impaired. Yeah, so if you think that your child's too disabled, it's not a factor, because people do consider him to be very disabled. He likes his routines, and he'll say Monday he goes to Polytech, Tuesday walking the dogs, and he's like really happy about it. So obviously he likes it. And he knows he's getting cash. Sometimes he'll get a cash payment and he can, oh, you know, that's Coke and chocolate. But he's watching us. He can understand that money's going into the bank. I mean, that's been a really slow thing to actually, he knows all about getting it out. He's very good at getting it out, but teaching him about it going in.
He's never said that he doesn't like what he's doing. And there'd be the odd time where I feel like he doesn't want to be there, and I say, well, do you want me to take you home? And he's like, no, yes, hang on a minute. No, and he's always just happy to just come along with us and be there.
Yeah, well, it was always a given that he was going to have a support worker for personal safety, you know, getting the dog safely home. I mean, he couldn't drive them, he couldn't pick them up.
Often we're not here when they come, and so we just leave the leads in an envelope on the, you know, in a suitable place, and then they just come and pick up the dogs, who are delighted to go with them. And when I come home, there's a receipt of my dogs there, so I know they've been.
So there was a bit of word of mouth. We did get responses from, I had business cards and I put one up in a fish and chip shop. Someone rang from that. Someone rang from one of the leaflet drops as well, and another one had seen them walking. This is the Basset Hound. And had seen the dogs walking and thought, oh, my dog needs that, and just stopped and said, would you walk my dog? Yeah.
What are the names of the dogs?
What's name? Gunner.
Gunner, yeah.
Beacon.
Yeah.
Oscar and Lily.
Oscar, Chino and Ellie. Yes.
She loves dogs. She said she really gets on really well with Bill, said he's becoming a really good friend of hers, which was like music to my ears. She's not seeing him as disabled, she's seeing him as a friend. One of the girls at the Circle of Support said to me that she knew that the bank, one of the banks did community advertising if you set up a business with them. So I went in there and they were fabulous. We set up leader of the pack, so he's got his own little account. And then fortunately all the people are direct debiting straight into it. So I rang the tax department, they were fabulous. So they said, yeah, at the end of next year, the financial year, he's going to have to put in a return. So he's a contributing member of society now, paying taxes.
And as a young man, keeping fit and healthy and doing something with a purpose. In fact, I think that's what swayed me. But the fact that here was someone who was actually being encouraged to do something and have purpose and achieve was, I found, quite inspiring.
But since then, I mean, I've run out of hours. We're having to actually now say we can't take any more on, which is a shame, because the vet rang me the other day and said, I've got people for you.
Hey!
Did you have a good walk? Were they good? Were they good? Was she good?
Ah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, was she good? Yes,
take them off?
they're always good.
Rhonda does it all, support worker does it all. She comes and picks them up and she fills in what she's done that day. So they're all in here. And that's it. It's just an ordinary old accounts book. Just have a really open mind. I mean, it just didn't occur to me to look at his interests and try and make something out of that. And I mean, that was just key to it. And they can do anything. There's all sorts of stuff. You know, you've just got to really, you know, open your minds to whatever you could think of. And just small steps.
A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh.